everyone, it is me Sammy. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel if you're new here. I hope you're all having an amazing day whatever it is you're doing. Welcome back to another video. In this video I'm going to be showing you my sort of go-to hair and makeup routine at the minute, which hence why I don't have anything currently on my face. I've been doing this with my skincare recently as well, like showing you guys my like current routines, and I've been getting so many compliments on my makeup and my hair at the moment, where I've been doing sort of like the bouncy blow dry kind of hair and just like my standard makeup. So I thought I would show you what I do. I've got a filming day today, so I'm just about to get ready for that. So I've got to do full hair and makeup. So I thought I would bring you along for the journey, show you what I'm using, show you how I'm doing it, and yeah, share all my little beauty secrets. But yeah guys, if you do enjoy this video, please don't forget to smash the thumbs up button and subscribe down below. It would mean a lot to me. And yeah, without further ado, let's dive in and sort this out. So starting off with my hair, I use the Beauty Works XXL hot brush. At the moment I absolutely love this, so I'm just going to turn this on and I'm going to turn it up to 220 there, and I'm just going to let that heat up for a second. While that's heating up, I like to do my skin prep. So I like to put on some eye patches before I do my makeup, just so that my under eyes are super hydrated, because that is one of the areas on my skin that really sort of dries up and affects my makeup a lot, just like that, so I look like a superhero. But these are the Pixi Nutrify Nourishing Eye Patches, and I just pop them on while I'm doing my hair. I will also go in with a little bit of the Illamasqua Hydra Veil, just as a moisturising sort of primer. It's quite tacky as well, so it's quite a good base for makeup to sit on. Just scoop a little bit onto the back of my hand that you can't actually see because it's clear gel. And then we're just gonna pop that onto the skin around the eye patches, and then while we're doing my hair, that's just going to soak into my skin and make my skin all lovely for when I'm doing my makeup in a little while. Right, that's the skin all prepped, and let's start divvying up this hair. So I use just a basic clip, and I'm just gonna partition my hair. I basically just bring like the first bit of my hair down, clip the rest up, just so that we're working with sections. I'm in no way a hairdresser or good at doing hair, but I have found little ways of doing my own hair which work, so that's why I'm sharing them. Split that in half and bring them round. And then the hot brush is so easy to work with. Just get a section, and then it grips the hair so easily. And then it's just a matter of winding and twirling. It's just a matter of twirling until you get this kind of like blown out look. It's really, really pretty. And then just keep twisting and twisting until it has this like beautiful curl on the end, but it sort of straightens the rest of the hair as well. It's just so good how it works, because it's sort of like getting to the point where like I didn't like fully curling my hair, but also like I didn't like the look of my hair being like dead straight either. So bouncy blow dry, but I can't blow dry my hair like to have like that bouncy blow dry look. I'm just not skilled enough, but this makes it so easy to achieve it. Like, look how cute that looks. So like it just gives that kind of like bounce and that little flick on the ends. I really like it. So I'll just keep repeating the same steps for each little section of my hair until it's all done, and then I will show you at the end sort of how I do my sort of bangs, because that's a little bit different how I do that. But yeah, I've been obsessed with this since I got it. I actually got it on Look Fantastic. It was originally £85 for this hot brush, but with my discount code it saved me 20%, so I think I got it for about £68, I think it was, something like that. So I immediately snapped it up. It's been on my wish list for a while, since I saw like Molly May using it, and the way that she was styling her hair as sort of like a bouncy blowout. So it had been on my wish list for a while. I bought it towards the beginning of the year, and I've just been obsessed with it since. So whenever you've seen my hair sort of have that kind of flick and that sort of bouncy blow dry, it's been because of this, and it looks just so pretty. And yeah, let me crack on with the rest of this now, and then we'll be back to do the bangs in a little while. Right, so that is all my hair done now apart from my bangs. So what I do is I will take my bangs. I've got so many baby hair, like my postpartum hair is just horrific, but I basically just take the hair from my bangs and I will just roll it up and backwards, just like so, just a couple of times rolled, and then it falls away. Fluff up the fringe a little bit, and that is my go-to hair at the moment, which I am absolutely obsessed with. Now let's dive into my makeup routine. Right, so I did take off my eye patches as well, so my under eyes all hydrated and my skin is feeling ready to go for makeup application. So I'll just sort of just tuck my hair behind my ears and move it out of the way. First off, foundation. I use my damp Real Techniques beauty sponge. Absolutely love it, and I will go in with a little bit of my EX1 Invisiwear liquid foundation and my IT Cosmetics CC Plus cream. I just have a little bit of each of these on the back of my hand, and then I mix them together with my sponge and dab it all over my face. I did used to have like a proper metal palette with like a spatula and stuff that I used to mix my foundations, but I've lost it. I cannot find my makeup palette anywhere, so I will just use the back of my hand, and yeah, we'll just get this blended in all around my face. I love the evenness that this brings to my complexion. The coverage of it is so good, while still not looking cakey, like while still having a nice skin texture to my skin. Right, so that is my foundation done. Next step is to go in with my RCMA setting powder. I absolutely hate the container of this. I feel like I waste so much every time I use it, but I will just tip a little bit into the lid and dust that all over my face to set my foundation. And that is my base done. I don't tend to use a concealer or anything like that at the moment, so it'll literally just be foundation and setting powder, and then that is my base done. Now let's move on to our bronzer. I use Benefit Hoola bronzer. This is just a mini that I've got going in my project pan at the moment, so we're doing really well with this. And I will just go in with this sort of stiff brush and just buff that into my cheekbones. I sort of do it as sort of like a bronzer contour, so we're warming up the face but also trying to create that little bit of shadow and that little bit of enhancement on these cheekbones as well, just so we've got that kind of shadow going there, just because I have the definition, but this just sort of enhances it that little bit. So I do tend to use my bronzer as a contour as well, so it's warming up my face and just creating that little bit more depth to my face. Same on the other side, sort of place it there and then we blend it up. I do tend to go in with a little bit under my chin as well and bring that up the jawline to connect with my ear, like that, and the same on the other side as well. And then what I like to do with the bronzer as well is like to go along the hairline just to create a little bit of colour and a little bit of depth to my head up there as well, just so that it sort of like makes it look a little bit more even, rounds the face out with the bronze being sort of here, here and here rather than just being on the lower portion of the face. What I'll also do with my bronzer is with just a little fluffy brush by Zoeva. I'll just go in with a little bit of the bronzer as well and just tuck this into the crease of my eyelid and we'll just blend that out just so that we have that bit of colour in the eye socket as well. So just using this one bronzer, we've added quite a lot of definition, structure and colour to the face after putting down our sort of bland base of just that one shade all around the face. So yeah, we've got that bit of bronzer now just running through our crease that I've just blended out. Just one colour in the eye socket, and look at the difference it actually makes. It's crazy. Now we're going to add some even more colour to our face, and we're going to add some blusher. So this is the EX1 blusher in the shade Pretty in Peach, which I absolutely love. Just going in with a big fluffy brush, and we're going to add this to our cheeks along here, and then we're actually going to add it onto our temples here as well. So we're just going to apply some colour here and then finish it off here, because I love having this bit of colour here, but make sure that it ties in as well. So blending it along the cheekbone up into the temple. I don't know why, I just love having my blush do this at the moment. I just love that application at the moment. So again, we're just gonna bring the colour along the cheekbone, and then we're going to finish up in our temples and blend that out there. Kind of editorial, but love it. And then we're also just going to dust whatever's left on our brush after we've blended it out. Just going to dust that onto our nose, onto the bridge of our nose, just for that sort of like we've caught the sun, like that little bit of peachness onto our nose, just so we look like we've caught the sun and like it all ties in together, because we've got the colour in multiple places, not just sort of stuck on one part of our face. But yeah, that is how I use my blusher. But yeah, you can see this look sort of starting to come together now. Then gonna have some highlighter, and this is the Benefit Cookie highlighter. Again, using all of these in my project pan at the moment. I'm just going in with this brush from Spectrum, the B08. Wow, I feel like a real beauty influencer now, like telling you what brush I'm using. But it's just a tapered highlight brush. Absolutely love this brush. And we're just going to buff that into the skin, sort of creating that link from the tip of our eyebrow down onto our cheekbone. I'm going to do the same on the other side as well. And then I bring it down the bridge of my nose and the tip of my nose as well. I love having like this little shine. I just think it adds so much to a look. And then also my Cupid's bow as well is going to get a dusting of this, just to sort of add a little bit of a light to the centre of the face as well. So that is my highlighter done. Now moving on to brows, I'm going to go in with the Benefit Foolproof Brow Powder. Again, using this in my project pan. I've just got a dual-ended eyebrow brush. So I've got the spoolie at the end, which I'm just going to brush through my eyebrows now and just define the hairs. Then we're just going to go in with this end now, pick up some of the product and run that through the brows. I like to use it sparingly towards the centre so that we have that sort of fluffy look. I try to make my eyebrows look as natural as possible, but I do have like a scar on the inside of my eyebrow, so I do just like to like fill in the front a little bit, but I only ever use powder. I occasionally use pencils, but my main thing that I've always used is brow powder with a wax or a gel or something run through afterwards, just to keep it in place and just to sort of define the hairs again, because sometimes the powder can sort of take away from the individual hair look, where it can sometimes clump because it is a powder. And I'm just using the Pixie Brow Tamer. Really nice brow gel, absolutely love it. Yeah, there's so many brow gels that I like, but I've just been really loving this one recently. It keeps them in place without being too hard and doesn't leave any kind of colour or white residue or anything like that. Doesn't leave anything like that. It is a clear brow gel and it keeps them in place. It is a brow tamer for sure, like it does what it says on the tin. But yeah, that is my brows done, and that is basically what I do for my brows. The only things left to do now is to pop a bit of setting spray on and do my eyelashes. So I'm gonna quickly curl my eyelashes first and foremost, just using this eyelash curler, Brushworks. It's a Brushworks eyelash curler. It's a really good one. I really like it. Curl my eyelashes. Quickly pop on some setting spray, and this is the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray by Charlotte Tilbury. Now going in with my MAC Stack mascara, I'm just going to pop a couple of coats onto my lashes now. That's that done. This mascara is quite a natural looking mascara. It doesn't add a crazy amount of volume, but it's good at just giving a little bit of length and a little bit of definition and a little bit of colour. So I do really like this mascara. It's not my favourite of all time, but it is a really decent one. And then I'm just going to pop a little bit of lippy on the Annabelle Minerals Sheer Shine Lipstick in the shade Apricot. I'm going to give that a little go on my lips. And that is my current makeup and hair look done. This is what I do on a daily basis, whether I'm filming or going out or got any plans or anything like that. This is sort of my go-to look at the moment. This is what you would have been seeing in all my videos, guys. So I hope this video was helpful to you in any way if you were wondering how I did my hair and makeup recently. I love to film these more chilled out videos from time to time where I can just chill, do my makeup and stuff, and yeah, just chat through what I'm doing, because this is something that I absolutely love, like my hair, my makeup, doing all that kind of stuff. It just makes me feel like me again, and it makes me not feel like mum for a sec. But yeah guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful to you. If you did want to use my discount code or anything like that for Look Fantastic, I will leave it on the screen and also down in the description for you. Thanks again for watching, guys. Please consider subscribing and smashing that thumbs up button. It really helps me out. Thank you for all the love and support on my channel at the moment, and hopefully I will see you very, very soon for another video, guys. Take care. Bye.